What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're directing to a brand new show. This is Higehiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in a high school runaway. Oh boy, so yes, it's kind of interesting that we have both this and Koikimo airing on the same day this season. They're both similar in concept, although I think they're going to go very, very different ways with how they approach it, at least from what I can interpret from them so far. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal anime. Excuse me if I sound a little odd today. I have a bit of a sniffle. I think I've got a bit of a cold coming. I have no idea how, because today wasn't exactly any worse than any other day, but looks like I might have one coming, so if I'm a little bit sniffly, or I'm coughing a bit more, don't mind that. But here on the channel, when we start a brand new show, what I like to do is like to load up the analyst page and take a look at the synopsis, the tags, the VA cast, the studio, and things like that, just get a basic feeling for the show. I have a lot of shows this season. I think I have over 35 shows that I intend to watch, so I need to start being a bit more clinical with what shows I keep and what shows I drop. So if I go in with a bit of an expectation and then it's fulfilled, then I'm like, great, I want to watch this. If it under-delivers, then I'll decide either drop right now or give it a second or third episode to really capture me again. A lot of the Monday shows ended up being like that in the fact that I need more of them to be convinced to watch any of them, which is kind of bad. But it's just the way I've always watched anime. Whenever I was picking a series before I did the channel, it was like I would do this to find what anime I wanted to watch, and it just helps out, like I said, with scheduling for this season. So if you don't want to see any of this and you just want to skip right ahead to the episode, there is a timestamp in the description, as with all videos, so you can go straight to that bit. But we're going to look at Analyst. So Higehiro, I'm just going to call it Higehiro from now on, because reading the full title, ain't nobody got time for that. So Yoshida was swiftly rejected by his crush of 5 years. Know that feel. On his way home after drinking his sorrows away, he saw a high school girl sitting on the street. I'll let you do it with me, so let me stay. Don't even joke about something like that. And so, the story of living with a high school girl, Sayu, began. The slice-of-life romance story between a runaway high school girl and a 26-year-old salaryman ensues. So, unlike Koikimo, where the guy is very much after the girl and the girl's not interested, the girl is very much after the guy just for a roof over her head, essentially. So it's more out of desperation than willingness, I think, is the important bit there. And it looks like the guy has his morals about him, is like, no, I'm not going to just have sex with you just so you can have a roof over your head. So I'm expecting this to go a pretty different way than what the Koikimo ended up doing. I don't know quite what direction yet, but considering it is drama, romance, slice of life, I think it's going to go a overall more wholesome route. There might be, I don't know, I don't know quite what to expect from Sayu just yet. I guess we'll see with her backstory and what the episode decides to explain. But I think this will go a more wholesome route and less comedy focused than what Koikimo ended up doing. I don't know if they'll end up together by the end of the series. I doubt it. I don't think they'll end up together by the end of the series, but I wouldn't be surprised if they started getting closer anyway. Like, they have to get closer because they're going to be spending more time together, and you just naturally become closer regardless. Whether it becomes a romantic closeness or not, I don't know. It's a 13-episoder, which is good. This is done by Project Number 9, and that's important because they did last season's bottom-tier character Tomazaki, and that was a surprise of the season for me. I did not expect to enjoy this show, especially after the first episode. Did not expect to enjoy this show as much as I did, but it's become one of my favorite romance shows of recent times. So, and it looked good. It wasn't like the most beautiful anime out there. Project Number 9 doesn't do the most beautiful shows. I mean, the year before they did Superheroes and Shironeko, both shows in which I dropped, and both shows which did really poorly. But Tomazaki was great. I'm hoping Higehiro can kind of follow in that. I know it's different authors and everything, and what made Tomazaki so good was the character writing and the story writing. But I have faith that this might do quite well as well. It's pretty popular as well, considering it's only just started out, so that's good. A lot of tags here, a lot of tags. Harem tag, apparently. I don't know how true that is. Love triangle, wouldn't be surprised. Ensemble cast, age gap, yeah. Gyaru, yes. Yeah, I think this might go a more wholesome route overall. That's kind of what I hope it does, because it seems like it would fit that, and the art style also kind of enforces that. It feels very like normal life which is the best way I can describe it. It feels very normal. And to that extent, maybe this entire relationship, entire situation will end up being normal as well. So I have hopes. I have hopes for this show. I don't think it's going to be... Yeah. After Koikimo, which surprised me, I'm fully expecting this to surprise me as well, honestly. Because I have faith that this is going to be somewhat good. I don't know if that's misplaced faith, but I guess we'll see. So we're going to load the first episode here. As per usual on this channel, we do timer-based format reactions, which means bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play, then on play you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. There will be no audio or video of the original episode on this video. If you want to see that, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all Picture and Picture X on the channel. So that's everything from this season, future seasons. We've got all of winter shows on there as well. Certain more backdated ones like Higurashi and Jujutsu Kaisen are also on there. I'll be working on ReZero eventually when I get time to do it. But we also have Patreon request shows such as Symphogear, full first seasons available. World Trigger and Log Horizon I'm working on completing as well. Symphogear G will be starting this week somewhere. I think I said Saturday. We'll see how the scheduling goes. But yeah, here on YouTube we have the timer base for copyright. You can use screen flash on my face or the mic to tell when the scene's transitioning. That should help you sync it up a bit. You can also look at this part of my headset. It's very reflective and should give away those scene transitions a bit easier as well. So, with all that said, let's get into the first episode titled The Teenage Girl Beneath the Lamplight. Oh boy, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. Just fade in. Cafe. Is this our 5-year crush? Seems likely. This is our main guy. Say something. Say something. And that's a rejection. It's rough, buddy. Drink your sorrows away. Let it all out. It's better than bottling it up, to be fair. Jesus, wow. At least he's responsible enough for that, but... There she is. He's drunk, which is not a good idea, but still. Yes. There it is. No, but yeah. He has some sanity left in him despite being drunk. Yes. Love just go straight to that. Of course he accepts because he's like, he's not just going to leave her there. He's good natured, even when drunk. I mean, oh, implying that this isn't just, yeah, not your responsibility. Is that what you're going to say? Yeah, not your problem. Mm. Yep. Drunk tiredness kicking in there, but he's going to wake up to some miso soup, I bet. Interesting start. I like our main guy already. Already getting the stubble. Nope, you're fine. Day off. What the hell are you? You did, to be fair. He's just making sure because he doesn't quite remember his drunken state. He's so nervous. Yes. Miso soup. You told her to. Right. Mm-hmm. Terrible. What does that mean? uh, just eat, man. Mm-hmm. You sleep mumbler, huh? Still going that route. Still doing it. Hmm. Maybe he'll admit that at least, but he has no idea what boob sizes are. They're not. They're not Fs. They're not Fs. No way. Being messed with so much. Don't we all? No. Mm, why won't you? I don't know about that. Again, implying this is a frequent occurrence. I guess that's quite a distance from where we are now. 6 months, huh? I wonder what caused all this then. Hmm. Well, and look how it's ended up so far. Again, this is somehow no plan. Just is he trying to make her say it? Hmm. Hmm. Very true. That's also true, but he's giving her an opportunity. Okay. You are. That's actually a good point. Hmm. Okay. That's also true. He says, having not cleaned up this place before. Not forever. Right. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Something drove her to that point. Hmm. Yes, you gotta be careful about that. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I really like our main guy so far. Like, I really like him. He's just a sane, competent guy. Yes, you don't quite realize that bit yet. Okay, letting the friend in, at least. Okay, that's interesting. That's where you try and find out. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. Do the chores, like you asked. Mm-hmm. She's earnest. Not used to that either. He really is. He's a very considerate guy. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. He is nice though. Like, he is actually genuinely nice. He's considerate. But it should be the normal thing. He thinks it's normal, but realizes that so many people just aren't like that. Yes. Spoiled kids don't just end up on the street selling their body like that. Hmm. That's a good question. What do you want to do? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yep, he's worried. She doesn't have any other clothes, I bet. Yeah, fair. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah, pushing your luck here. Sure, she has a point actually there. Uh, uh, oh boy. Yeah, all telltale signs. Yeah, very observant. Shut your mouth. She does have her act together. It's just she's got a very skewed worldview right now. That's the mystery. That's probably what we're spending most of the season discovering, right? Oh, that's good. Hmm. Same for me, mostly. Hmm. I suppose. Fair, okay. Then I'm fucking old. I Okay, preview time, I guess? Yep. Cell phone. Okay. See you next week, indeed. That was a really good first episode. That was a really, really good first episode. And it's exactly the direction I thought this show might go, and it's exactly what I wanted this show to do. Like, the guy's great. Like, let's be honest. He's great. Yoshida is great. I like him as a character. Who is his voice, by the way? Kazuyuki Okitsu. Where have I heard you? He's Hirance from Spider. Have I heard you in anything else? He was in Tower of God. He's Hughes from Millionaire Detective. Okay. Anything else, though? He was in Bloom Into You. Not really anywhere I immediately would recognize him from. He was in Fuka, he was in Orange, he was in Danmachi. Ah, he's Gunzo from Arpeggio Blue Steel, okay. He was also in Your Lie in April as Saito. God, he has quite a long history, doesn't he? All the way back to 2008 in Toradora. Very experienced then. Very, very experienced. And it comes across, I think. He's also apparently Lucio in Overwatch. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, Yoshida is a great character for this. Like, he has his shit together. He's competent. He's not embarrassed by every little thing. He is the main character I wish most romance shows would have. And his approach to this is very on point. I like him as a character. I can relate to him in certain areas. I really like him. And that goes a long way, to have a very likable main MC. Male MC at that. Because the girls always end up being fine. There's never any problems with the girls. Sometimes they get underdeveloped a bit, but that's just par for the course when you have, especially harem-type shows. But male MCs in romance-style shows, even if this isn't the typical romance style that you would expect, normally the MCs don't end up that good. Tomazaki has been a breath of fresh air from last season, and Yoshida here is going to be another brilliant breath of fresh air in this one as well. I really, really, really like him. And yeah, I'm curious as to what caused this entire situation with Sayu, because to take such drastic action for 6 months, something significant must have happened. At least to her, something significant must have happened. I don't quite know where it is. And for it to involve her selling herself, essentially, just to go by, I almost feel like her sense of what value her body and sexuality ends up having, that must be skewed and possibly has some influence to do with why she got kicked out in the first place. Or, no, why she ran away, sorry. She wasn't kicked out. But she ran away, and presumably her parents didn't care for some reason. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but the fact that there's no missing persons report still kind of has me wondering what ultimately is the family thinking in that regard. Yeah, I'm really digging this. I'm really, really digging this, and this feels like it's not so much a romance show, but another one of those character building shows like what Tomazaki was, where there is a potential for romance subplot in there as well. I think there could be a romance subplot going through all of that, but I don't think that's not the main focus. The main focus is character building, just like Tomazaki was. And for that reason, I think this could be one of my favourite shows of the season again. And that was a very strong first episode. He's a very considerate guy, and I like the way they portrayed Sayu as well. Like, some might say, why are they making such a... why are they giving such fan service to her? Well, that was the point, right? Like, the whole point is that we're meant to be showing her as she is right now. After 6 months of doing this, she thinks it's natural to show off her body, to show off her physicality, in order to seduce a guy, in order to at least have a place to stay, and she doesn't care about the sexual aspect of it at all. She doesn't value that. And to do that, you need to portray the fan service. So you need to have the boob shots, you need to have the panty shots and stuff like that. But I bet as time goes on, those moments will diminish and we'll get the cuter side of her. Like we saw with her laughing with her new futon and things like that. And Yoshida saying, hey, you're cute when you laugh. Which is an honest just reaction. Which obviously in the moment, obviously can be taken as such. But it just made perfect sense for her portrayal like that. And it's going to be interesting to see what caused that, how it can be resolved, if at all, if there's any regret from Yoshida in... Because I imagine by the end of this series, maybe that situation will be resolved, or at least closer to being resolved, and Yoshida might think, once this is all resolved and everything's sorted, she won't live here anymore and I'll be on my own again. And he might feel lonely from that and regret that to an extent. Be like, what if I did just let her stay and we never solved anything and we just lived our lives like this? What if? And those what ifs start to creep into his mind. Especially depending on how much time passes. Will this series follow beyond her time in high school? That's the question. Because this has been going on for... Oh, the light novel is actually finishing in June. Okay, so it's only a short light novel. It started in February of 2018, so it's a 3.5-year long light novel. Let me just see if I can find some more information on it, because Analyst isn't the greatest for light novel information in terms of how it's going. So this will be number 5, light novel number 5, and that'll be the final one, as far as I can tell. See, Wikipedia doesn't list this as having an end date. Higehiro lists this as finishing. Here's the post. Yeah, there it is. Ending with Volume 5. Confirmed to conclude upcoming Volume 5 out June 1st. Okay. So yeah, I'm curious to see what direction it goes to. I wonder if this is a full adaptation then in that regard. Because I believe this is based on the light novel, right? Not the manga. So I wonder if this is a full adaptation of the entire story up to the end of the... light novel, because, well, the light novel will be over before this finishes its last episode. Then again, is it possible to do 5 volumes of light novel into one 13-episode anime season? Is that possible? I mean, we saw with Horimiya 143 manga chapters condensed into a single season, so who knows, but I guess it depends on the length of the light novel. If anyone has experience with the light novel, don't tell me anything that happens in it, obviously. I don't want to know any more information than what the anime has specifically portrayed. That's my rules here on the channel in the comment section. I just want to know if you believe it's possible that the entire light novel up to this point could be condensed into 13 episodes of anime, including the upcoming 5th volume that will be coming up. I assume the manga is still going to be going on for a little bit longer, because it'll be a bit more drawn out, but let me know your thoughts on the pacing of it, for those of you who have seen source materials and such, because I'm kind of curious on that. Because I don't know if this is going to be like a full series adaptation, or if this is going to be open enough for there to be an OVA or a Season 2 or something along those lines. So, anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. Surprisingly enjoyed that one a lot more than I expected to. This could be one of my favourite shows of the season, actually. And I've been saying that a lot for some of these shows. Everything on Monday didn't hit that vibe, but today's been an entirely different day. Like, if you compare Monday shows to today's shows, it's a completely different vibe from all of them, and just completely different feeling on all of them from me, which is very, very bizarre. It's never been like this before. Normally it's like, I have good shows and bad shows on days. I've never had a day of mediocre and a day of really good. It never normally works out like that. So, anyway, interesting. Leave a like and your comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find on the channel. One more episode out today, and then we'll be good to go into tomorrow's stuff. So, thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.